Welcome to subramani.com. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Today I'm going to do a business video in the sense that if you were to start your own business, you would have to borrow money. Remember that. Now you could borrow money either for capital or as debt, but you got to get money. The cash will come only from your friends and relatives. Could be a dad, uncle, cousins, in-laws, wives, friends, your friends, right? From all these people. Now, when you take money from them, you know why you're taking, they know why they are giving. At least that is what both of you think as of now, right? So how should you go about doing it? One, ask for it in writing, ask for it orally, or ask for it in email, but please ask. If you don't ask, you will not get. People will not think that you will need money and come and give it to you. There has to be clarity that you are asking money for business, which means there has to be a plan on how to repay. So ask money. Second, tell them the risks involved. Tell them you have no track record, you have no business capability record. What you did in your job was perhaps very different, and you never had to collect money from people, etc. So there is always risk in lending to a startup. Therefore, there is a chance that they will lose the money, right? So from this comes the next line saying, therefore, please lend me that much money, which if you lose, we don't lose the friendship, right? So get that. Fourth, very important, get it in writing. After you borrow, make sure that the whole thing is in writing, that you have borrowed this money, whatever it is, 5 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs, 25 lakhs, doesn't matter. Keep it in writing, whether it will carry interest or no, or just say I will double after 4 years, I'll give you double the money, which means about 18%. Or you say after 6 years, I will give you double the money, which means about 12%, so which is an implied interest, right? Keep it in writing, because tomorrow it could be useful for your income tax also. Your ITO is going to say, give me those, show me proof that this is a borrowing, because you're not paying any interest, you've just given them equity shares. Why are they giving it to you, right? So have it in writing, have clarity how you're going to return it. Also have clarity what will happen if some new investor comes in. Let me give you an example. You have taken money from somebody, let's say you have taken 2.5 lakhs, which means you have taken, meant in your mind it is 25,000 shares of 10 rupees each, you have given it to him. Whether you call it preference, call it equity, doesn't matter. These are friends and these are given friendly loans. And you say after 5 years or after 4 years, I will return it to you as 20 rupee shares. So that 2.5 lakhs will become 5 lakhs. Clear. But after 4 years, Sequoia, some guy comes and says, I value your share at 230 rupees. Now what happens? Your lender thinks that he's going to get 230 rupees per share. In your mind, it is just 20 rupees that you have to pay. So put that clause also of saying what will happen if it is very successful. So you say, at best, I'm going to pay you 20 rupees after 3 years or 5 years. And if there is a buyout like Sequoia or something, I'll pay you 5 rupees extra. That's a good sweetener, big sweetener, and it doesn't hurt you much. Many of them will come back and say, let us stay on. Sequoia is there, so we will also stay on. Sorry, but your new investor will not allow that. He will just want you and him. He will not want some uncle, auntie, 2.5 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 50 lakhs to stay. He will insist that you buy all of them out, and you buy them out at your price. Now somebody says, oh, he's giving us only 20, but he's getting 230. Be careful for the backlash. This is exactly where having it in writing will help, saying, okay, end of 3 years, I will give you 20 rupees for this 10 rupee share, right? So do all this. Take proper precautions, get their PAN numbers, get their addresses right, get their Aadhaar card, have proof, everything you should have, because if something goes wrong, let us say that man dies and his children come and claim the money from you, saying we need it now, immediately. How are you going to tackle it? Think through all this and then go and borrow. Make it as formal as taking money from a bank, right? It is not so simple, but it's always better to do good proper documentation. Documentation is not for happy times. Documentation is for times when things go wrong. It's like insurance. Thank you.